welcome to Cook Along with Chemo Snacks Live, where anything can happen and probably will. This afternoon I'm going to be making a cake with you, and it's a pear and ginger frangipane. I had no idea how to pronounce that word. I had to look it up on Google and she had to tell me. This recipe was developed for us by a chef in London because we like to get about. And I've got one that I prepared earlier, but I'm just going to quickly run through the cooking process and the ingredients with you. What I'm doing today and what I did yesterday when I cooked this is I halved the recipe. When you make the full version of this recipe, it's actually enough for about 10 people. And the size tin you need is something like this. So this one is a 19 centimetre in diameter across that way. So for all my friends not in Australia, not using that measurement, it's 7.5 inches. I didn't know that. It's written in the bottom of the tin as well. The tin I'm using today though, halving the recipe, I'm going to make two smaller ones. So I'm using a smaller tin here. It's been greased already. And that is it's 11 centimetres in diameter. Do you like my ruler? I survived Catholic school. I went to a Catholic girls' school. It was a hoot. Okay, so I'm going to make two of those. I've only got the one tin because we're still in stage 4 lockdown. Nothing's open. I haven't been able to get a second one, so it just has to go back in the oven twice. What I have in my bowl here is this is the recipe halved, so the one that you're going to find on the website will be the full recipe. So the half measurements are a half cup of plain flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger. Now, when I'm talking teaspoons, we're talking Australian measurements. Our tablespoons and teaspoons are different all over the world. However, I know that in Australia, you need 4 teaspoons for every tablespoon. For everybody else, you might have to look up the measurement. I'm not sure what it is. It's pretty close though. So half a cup of plain flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, 1/4 cup of coconut sugar, and 1/4 cup of ground almonds. Now, ground almonds can also just be called almond meal, and I just get this from Aldi. We're not fancy here. It's all the same stuff. It's actually really nice quality one, this one. So that's in the bowl. It also takes, for the halved recipe, it's 50 grams of unsalted butter melted. There's 2 pears, which is about 300 grams, just peeled, diced, chopped, however you like to have them. Yesterday when I made them, my groceries hadn't been delivered and I used some frozen peaches. Here, we use them all up, so I'm not using those today. So if you're using something frozen, about 250, 300 grams again will do it. And now, when you halve the recipe, it's 1.5 eggs. So you'll want to use your other 1.5 eggs for something else. Just whisk them up. When I weighed that, it's about 80 grams. So if you use the liquid eggs you can buy from the supermarket, 80 grams will do for that. And it's also 1/4 cup of stem ginger. Now, I can't find stem ginger anywhere. I don't know where they sell it, never been able to find it. So I'm just using the uncrystallised ginger cubey things here and just roughly chop those up. So I've got my dry ingredients into the bowl. Over on the couch I'm already there. Stove over here. I've melted the butter, and what I've done is once it was melted, I turned the heat off and I put through the pears, because I've got pears today, and the ginger. So to this bowl, I'm going to add the wet ingredients here. Fancy saying couch, I don't know, it's probably where I'm meant to be. I don't like to waste anything, and I just love my little pink spatula. That there, and also that egg. So I've got 1.5 eggs here, so in that goes. Now you might notice quite often I use silicone utensils. That's because if anybody has metallic taste, they say that using metal instruments can actually make the food taste worse. So, you know, wooden things, plastic things, silicone things, steer clear of the metal things. All of that just mixed up, and again, I don't know, because it's pink month or pink's just my favourite colour. I'm just going to mix all of that together, and it comes to almost a dough-like consistency. There we go. Whoop. I'll tell you a story in a minute about the two that I made yesterday. Actually, I'll tell you that now while I'm mixing this up. Made 2 yesterday, these little cakes. Then got 1 left. We ate the other one, which was a bit naughty. We're usually a bit better than that. My husband's really good. He goes to the fridge and he says, is there anything in here that I can eat? I've got sticky labels. Anything that's got a yellow sticker note on it, I write on it, go for it, have as much as you like, knock yourself out. Anything that's got a bright pink label on it has don't you dare, don't touch it, don't think about it. And the one that I really like when I mean it is, are you feeling lucky today? Doesn't touch those. Okie doke. It's coming together really quickly. So it's not runny mixture. You're going to end up with something that looks like that. That's cool. Just, you can, if you like, it just quickly halve it down the middle. There you go. And we're going to put it into here. Now I've had the oven on at 170 degrees, just preheating. So you want to put half of your mixture into here. There we are. Don't have to really push it down too much. I've got a lot of fruit in this one, it looks like. Now, for someone who has difficulty swallowing, you might want to leave out the chunks of the ginger. And with the fruit, you can actually puree that up first and use it like a liquid in there, so there's no chunky bits in that. Just makes it easier to go down. And it's actually really quite a moist light cake when it's done. There, that's it. It goes into the oven, 20 minutes, 170 degrees Celsius. Sorry, I think that's 300 and something Fahrenheit. Oh, hang on, my little ready reckoner here might tell me. No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Okay, so I'm going to get that done, and what it looks like when it's finished, just move that bowl out of the way, is this. So it's a nice little size, and when we cut into it, there's a knife here somewhere, it's just soft and squishy, which I really like. There we are. So I used peaches yesterday. The colour's really pretty in there, and looks there. Okay, so the recipe will be up on the website later today. I need to photograph this one first because there's no picture to go with it yet. And come back on Thursday. We're going to be doing another Cook Along with Chemo Snacks live, and this time I'll have a Jamie Oliver recipe for you. What I'm going to be doing with the Jamie Oliver recipes is just showing you how you can change them up and swap in things, take things out to suit any side effects, and that way you can still enjoy the whole meal with your family. Okay, I'm going to get that done. I'm going to get the cuppa on. I'm going to get onto that couch that was mentioned earlier. I'm going to have my cake and eat it too. Hope you enjoyed that. See you again soon. Bye.